How about that? But in all honesty, they need Steph to be supernova. They need him to be a flamethrower on a nightly basis. MVP level Steph in order to even be a 7th or 8th seed. Okay, they need Draymond to be all-star level, defensive player of the year type guy in order for them to be a 7th or 8th seed. If they're not doing that, it's going to get ugly, and my brother Jay Will may look right like a genius.
Stephen's going to get double-teamed, triple-teamed. Draymond's going to have to make shots. I mean, this is like a new city, new arena, and the 4th youngest team in the league all of a sudden. Like, this is not the same team that we had last year, losing Sean Livingston, using Andre Iguodala. Like for the Clippers, I know they're the Clippers, but for them to score 46 points in the 3rd quarter, like that goes about D'Lo and Steph also kind of being liabilities defensively on the court, too. They don't play defense. That's a problem.
The 141 points, that's the most that a Golden State Warriors team has given up under Steve Kerr, which is obviously a surprise and a big question mark defensively for this team.
Yeah, and I think, listen, this is a team now that has to practice every day. This isn't a team with the group they had who practiced a lot. Now they have to do that. They have to have much better habits than they even had on those championship teams, because they were able to get away with a lot because of the length of Kevin Durant, the defensive ability of Andre Iguodala, one of the best of his generation. And this is a team with a lot of young guys who don't defend, who haven't done much of anything in the league. And again, the Clippers, though, they're going to do this to a lot of teams this season. Yeah. And you're not going to see them with Paul George for another month.
I think we're putting too much stock in how bad the Warriors were instead of giving credit to the Clippers, because they're that good. I mean, even without Paul George, when you look at, this is the one thing I noticed the other day. When I looked over, we don't talk about, is the coaching staff. You got Doc Rivers, championship coach. You got Tyronn Lue over there, championship coach. You have Sam Cassell over there, championship player. And so this team has everything it needs to succeed. And the way they're built, when Paul George comes back, this team is going to be dominant, and it's showing early.
All right, you talk about championship players. Let's go to a game that featured 3 former MVPs. That's the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Houston Rockets. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about it, but the last 3 MVPs were playing in this one. Obviously, all of our eyes were on Harden and Westbrook, trying to figure out how they would mesh together. Ultimately, they played 21 minutes together. We saw them having a heated discussion over by the scorers table. Westbrook, 24, 16, and 7 assists. Harden, 19 points, 14 assists, and 7 rebounds. Not bad for both of them. The question is, do we like the way that they're played? Because at all times, one of them was on the court, and they spent 21 minutes together.
I love the way they play in the regular season. I think they're going to win a lot of games. I just think that's a bigger issue for the playoffs. I mean, look at the scenario. It was 101 to 100. Giannis fouls out. And we're going to break that. Like, the last 5 plays, they ran the same plays over and again. A cross screen, okay, and then a down screen. Chris Middleton knocks down, like, poor communication. They just don't talk, right? In the half court, once again, cross screen. Here comes the same play. They go small. He played P.J. Tucker at the 5. I mean, it goes into a little bit of a disadvantage. Brook Lopez, kick out the Ilyasova, knocks down an open shot, right? Once again, those communication styles in the last couple of minutes of a game in a half court. Post up play a game, same play. Brook Lopez. This is what happens when Houston goes small. P.J. Tucker at the 5. You're not going to be able to stop a guy who is 6'10", 270. They ran it 5 times in a row, and they won. So I think they're going to win a lot of games throughout the regular season because that's how they play. But when playoff time comes, it's a half-court game, mismatches.
And this team's been elite the last couple of years because of their defense. They have defended at a high level. That's why they competed with the Warriors. Trading out Chris Paul for Russell Westbrook does not help them on that end of the court. Jeff Bezdilik, who was their defensive coordinator, other changes were made on the staff of a team that was elite defensively. And don't underestimate the loss of Jalen Green, certainly on the offensive end. Daryl Morey's been on the phone trying to see if he could bring another wing into that team. But they don't really have anything to trade. They don't have picks right now, and it's going to be hard for them to improve their team and replace Green.
I really like this team, though. I like a lot of things that I've seen from the Houston Rockets. I mean, James Harden is not going to make 2 shots. I mean, let's just say that right there. He's not going to be that bad. They should have won this game yesterday, and I think they will be a contender in the Western Conference. I like the pace that Westbrook is playing at. And like you said, yeah, the game is going to slow down, but this team needs to play a lot faster. And I think they will because of Westbrook, because that's how he's going to be able to get his. They have to get out and transition more, and they got 2 guys in the half court that can break you down and make plays for other people. So This team is going to be a lot better than what people think.
I love that. They did score 27 points in transition, and that's the most since they did last season during their debut. So do you think speed is a factor? Tempo is something that's going to be a positive for them moving forward?
Absolutely. Eric Gordon was 4 for 19. He's their catch and shoot knockdown player. And I like the plays that you broke down. I agree. When the Greek Freak goes out of the game, you hope to find a way to get that game. But having two guys that are recent MVPs, once the playoffs come, they have the opportunity to be dominant individually and together. We're going to be a lot of nights we're looking at the score sheet, and both of those guys have triple doubles in the same game.
And
that's going to be crazy.
They got better with Westbrook.
I agree. Rockets lost that game last night.
They did.
They lost that game last night.
Opportunity to win when Giannis goes out with 5 minutes
That's
left.
coaching.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.